March 23, 2021, 7:42 a.m. The Ever Given, a container ship 4 football fields long, loses control in the Suez Canal. Her bow slams into the eastern bank at 13 knots. The impact buries 15 meters of steel into sand. Her stern swings left, crashing into the western bank. In seconds, 224,000 tons of cargo blocks the world's busiest shipping lane. Behind her, 369 ships carrying $9.6 billion in goods wait. Ahead, supply chains freeze. In Europe, factories count down to shutdowns. In Asia, ports overflow with cargo that can't move. And on the eastern bank, one excavator operator climbs into his cab, stares at a ship the length of the Empire State Building, and starts digging. For 6 days, the world watches. This is the story of how one ship, one storm, and one moment of chaos brought global trade to its knees. The Suez Canal is 120 miles of water cutting through Egyptian desert. Before it opened in 1869, European ships bound for Asia sailed 6,000 miles around Africa, adding weeks to every voyage. The canal collapsed distance. What took months now took days. According to the Suez Canal Authority, 30% of global container traffic passes through the canal today. 12% of all trade. 50 ships daily. One every 30 minutes. 19,000 ships per year carrying $1 trillion in goods. Oil from the Gulf. Electronics from Asia. Cars from Europe. Furniture. Food. Machinery. Everything. The canal is 24 meters deep at its shallowest point. Width varies. 205 meters at the narrowest, 365 meters at widest points. For the megaships now dominating global trade, this leaves almost no margin. A ship like Ever Given has perhaps 50 meters of space on each side while moving. 50 meters between smooth transit and disaster. Ships travel in convoys. Northbound leaves at 4 a.m. Southbound at 4 p.m. 2 Egyptian pilots board every vessel, mandatory for all transits under canal regulations. They guide ships through the 12 to 14-hour journey. In 150 years, the system has worked. Groundings happen, but blockages lasting more than hours? Almost never. March 23, 2021, would be different. Ever Given is a Golden-class container ship, built in 2018 at Imabari Shipyard in Japan for $140 million. She's one of the largest container ships afloat. Length, 400 meters. Beam, 59 meters. Height from keel to bridge, 60 meters. Loaded draft, 16 meters. She's designed to carry 20,124 TEU, 20-foot equivalent units, the standard container measurement. Fully loaded, she weighs 224,000 tons. She's powered by a single MAN-B and W11-cylinder diesel engine producing 59,310 kilowatts, enough to power a small town. Owned by Shui Kisen Kaisha of Japan. Time chartered to Evergreen Marine of Taiwan. Registered in Panama. Crewed by 25 Indian nationals under the command of a captain with 14 years of maritime experience, according to ship operator statements. On March 20, 2021, Ever Given departed Tanjung Pelepah, Malaysia, bound for Rotterdam, Netherlands. Her holds and decks were stacked with 18,300 containers. Consumer electronics, furniture, industrial machinery, automotive parts, clothing. Lloyd's List estimated the cargo value at $775 million. Standard goods on a standard route. March 23, she entered the Suez Canal from the south. 2 Egyptian pilots boarded at 6 a.m. as required by canal regulations. Weather forecasts showed wind, but within operational limits. The Canal Authority cleared convoys to proceed. Ever Given joined 24 other ships in the northbound convoy. Then nature intervened. A Khamsin descended on Egypt that morning. These seasonal sandstorms sweep out of the Sahara every spring, hot winds carrying millions of tons of sand. Visibility drops. The air turns orange. Everything stops. According to Egyptian Meteorological Authority data, wind speeds reached 40 knots with gusts exceeding 50 knots by 7 a.m. Sand obscured the sky. Visibility fell below 500 meters. The Suez Canal Authority continued operations. Khamsins are common in spring, and stopping the canal costs $400 million per day in lost revenue. Ever Given steamed north at 13 knots. Her loaded draft put 16 meters of hull below water. But above the waterline, she presented a massive profile, 60 meters of stacked containers acting as a sail. Naval architects later calculated the wind pushed against approximately 11,000 square meters of surface area, with lateral force exceeding 3,000 tons. The bow began drifting right. The pilots ordered rudder corrections. 5 degrees. 10 degrees. The rudder responded, slowly. A 400-meter ship at 224,000 tons displacement doesn't turn on command. She turns gradually, momentum fighting every input. The bow kept drifting. The canal's eastern bank drew closer. 20 meters. 10. The pilots ordered full rudder. The helmsman complied. Too late. 7:42 a.m. According to the ship's voyage data recorder, Ever Given's bulbous bow, the underwater protrusion designed to reduce drag, struck the eastern bank at 13.5 knots. The force drove the bow 15 to 20 meters into the sandy embankment. The ship's forward momentum, 224,000 tons at 13.5 knots, transferred into the bank. The bow stopped. The stern did not. Physics took over. The stern swung left across the canal, driven by momentum and wind. It crashed into the western bank. Within 60 seconds, Ever Given lay diagonal across the Suez Canal. Bow buried east. Stern grounded west. Every meter of width blocked. The radio crackled. All stations, all stations. Canal is blocked. All vessels hold position. The Suez Canal Authority dispatched tugboats within minutes. 8 arrived and pulled with maximum force. The ship didn't move. Ever Given's bow was buried too deep. The sandy bank had collapsed around it, requiring an estimated 30,000 tons of force to break free. Behind Ever Given, ships accumulated. By noon, 50 vessels waited. By midnight, 100. Each day added 50 more. The cargo on those ships represented $400 million per hour. Every hour the canal stayed closed. For $100 million in goods sat motionless. Shipping companies faced impossible choices: wait or reroute around Africa, adding 6,000 miles and $300,000 in fuel costs. Most waited. The first 48 hours, optimism remained. That optimism died on day 3. The Suez Canal Authority escalated. Heavy dredgers arrived, specialized vessels capable of removing thousands of cubic meters per hour. The Dutch salvage firm Biscalis joined with their plan: dredge sand from the bow while using maximum tugboat power during high tide. 2 large dredgers, Mashour and Baraka 1, worked around the clock. The target: remove 20,000 to 30,000 cubic meters of sand. They had to do it faster. On the eastern bank, something unexpected appeared: a single Komatsu excavator. Media reports identified its operator as Abdullah Abdul Gawad. Bucket by bucket, he scooped sand from the bow. The math was absurd. One excavator would take 333 hours working nonstop. But he kept digging. Days blurred together. March 24th, March 25th, March 26th. 14 tugboats surrounded Ever Given, pulling in shifts. Nothing. The global impact escalated. Oil prices jumped 6% as tankers waited. European automakers warned of production cuts. IKEA announced furniture shortages. Livestock carriers faced crisis. 130,000 cattle and sheep aboard ships in desert heat with finite supplies. On March 27th, President El-Sisi ordered the military to prepare to offload Ever Given's containers if salvage failed, an operation that could take weeks. The world held its breath. March 28th. Salvage teams calculated tide tables. Spring tides were approaching, the highest of the lunar cycle. On March 29th, high tide would raise water levels by 46 centimeters. It wasn't much, but it might be enough. The plan: coordinate maximum effort at 3 p.m. during peak high tide. All 14 tugboats pulling simultaneously, combined power of 420 tons. Ever Given's engines running full astern. Maximum dredging complete. 30,000 cubic meters of sand removed. March 29th, 3 p.m. Radio silence. Then, bow is shifting. The stern shifted. Millimeters, then centimeters. The bow lifted from the sand. The dredging had worked. The high tide worked. The tugboats were working. 3:05 p.m. More movement. Centimeters became meters. The stern swung away from the western bank. The bow pulled free. 4:30 p.m. Ever Given floated free in the center of the canal. The Suez Canal was open. The celebration was brief. Egypt's Suez Canal Authority filed a compensation claim, $916 million. The ship's Japanese owner and insurers disputed it. Ever Given was detained. She couldn't leave Egypt. For 107 days, Ever Given sat in the Great Bitter Lake. Her 25 crew members remained aboard. The cargo stayed in containers, some perishable, rotting in heat. Diplomatic negotiations occurred between India, Japan, Egypt, and Panama. Cargo owners filed their own claims. July 7, 2021. A settlement was reached, estimated between $200 to $550 million. Terms were not disclosed. Ever Given was released. She sailed to Rotterdam, delivered her cargo 3.5 months late, and returned to service. According to vessel tracking data, she still operates today, transiting the Suez Canal 14 times since without incident. The Suez Canal Authority tightened protocols. Winds over 35 knots now halt megaship operations. Vessels over 270 meters require tugboat escorts. The grounding section was widened from 205 to 245 meters. Cost, $250 million. The excavator operator returned to regular work. No interviews were given. The shipping industry absorbed lessons. Insurance premiums increased 5 to 8%. But fundamentally nothing changed. The canal still handles 12% of global trade. There's no alternative. Building a second canal would cost $100 billion and take decades. Ever Given's grounding exposed a truth. Modern civilization runs on fragile infrastructure. Just-in-time manufacturing works only when ships arrive on schedule. For 6 days, $60 billion in goods were trapped because one ship couldn't turn fast enough. The excavator became the story's heart, not because it freed the ship, but because it represented persistence against impossible odds. Ever Given is back at work. The canal operates normally. We've forgotten, because we always do. Until the next time a ship gets stuck. For football fields long. 6 days sideways. Ever Given didn't just block a canal. She showed us how thin the margin is between global commerce and global chaos. This is Mr. Torque Official. Subscribe for the ships and systems that move our world. What should we cover next? Drop your choice in the comments.